Hey, I'd like to show you how we make kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented tea drink that's full of probiotics, and it's really good for your gut health, and it's made in 2 stages. Let me show you how that works. Now here's a kombucha we've had going for a couple of years. The engine for the fermentation process is this floating island you see here. It's called SCOBY, a symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast. That's where all the fermentation action comes from. A SCOBY can be purchased online, or if you have a friend who's already brewing kombucha, you can just ask them for a piece of theirs. Now SCOBY grows in layers, so as it gets fatter and fatter over time, I'm actually going to peel off layers and compost those. Now we keep our kombucha in this jar just because that's what we had on hand. It's very handy to have this spout at the bottom. Not necessary, but really nice. The cover you'll want to be breathable because that fermentation process does create gases that need to escape, but you don't want fruit flies going in, so I use this fabric cover that's just an old bit of stocking. Whatever container you choose should be glass or ceramic. It's really nice to have a wide mouth on top because you're going to be handling that SCOBY from time to time. And also the wider surface area allows the fermentation process to happen a little faster. So to start your own kombucha, you'll need 3 things. That SCOBY, about 2 cups of unflavored kombucha to start it off, and 2 quarts of unflavored tea. Here I've got 6 cups of water just below boiling. I'm going to put it in this family size tea bag, take it off the heat, and let it sit for 5 minutes. This looks good. I'll take this tea bag out and add a cup of unrefined sugar. Now that the sugar is dissolved, I'm going to add 8 cups of ice water to bring this down to room temperature. I'm going to check the temperature here. The reason we do this, if I put hot tea into my kombucha jar, it'll kill my SCOBY. So this needs to be down around 75 or 80 degrees before I add it. I'm drawing off 2 cups of our existing kombucha. This is unflavored. We'll mix it with that tea that I just brewed. And with the help of our SCOBY, it will create our next batch of kombucha. Now we're gonna let that kombucha. It's a mixture that makes kombucha. It's a kombucha.
I get it. Okay, cut.
It sits for a week. Let that mixture sit for about 1 week, and then it's ready to bottle up for a second fermentation. My favorite part of making kombucha is the second bottling. This is where flavorings are added, if you want to add berries, or my favorite, ginger. And also, this is where the real fizziness of kombucha kicks up. At this stage, it's got a little sparkle to it. It's nice, it's fairly sweet, but at the end of this, you're gonna have to cool it before you open it, or you're gonna have a fountain like champagne. I'm cutting this ginger into matchsticks so they'll fit easily through the neck of these bottles. Now, whatever flavoring you choose, make sure it's small enough to fit easily through the opening of this bottle. Otherwise, taking it out afterward is going to be a real chore. Now I filled each of these bottles to the bottom of the neck. I'm going to add enough ginger to bring that level up about 2/3 of the way. I'm just going to put a tag on here so I remember when I started, and in 7 to 10 days these guys will be ready to go. Alright, now we're ready to refill the kombucha jar. It's as simple as this. So yanking off that top, I'm going to put in this 2 cups of unflavored kombucha that I set aside, and these 2 quarts of room temperature tea. And that'll do it. We'll put the lid back on, let it sit for 7 to 10 days, and it'll be ready. Whether you like kombucha for the flavor or for the health benefits, making it yourself costs almost nothing. It's really easy and it's a little fun too.
Ooh, that's pretty.